Mike Rowe, the host of How America Works, has always been a staunch supporter of a strong work ethic. Recently, he expressed concern about the current societal perception of hard work. In a recent interview on The Story, Rowe addressed the controversy surrounding a year-end email sent by Wayfair CEO Niraj Shah, which garnered criticism for being deemed outrageous or terrible by some individuals. Working long hours, being responsive, blending work and life is not anything to shy away from, portions of the email from Shah stated. There is not a lot of history of laziness being rewarded with success. Hard work is an essential ingredient in any recipe for success. I embrace this, and the most successful people I know do as well. Hard work is essential for success and a key part of getting things done. Everyone deserves to have a great personal life. Everyone manages that in their own way. Ambitious people find ways to blend and balance the two, Shah additionally mentioned in a different section of his email. Rowe stated that Shah was unaware of the negative response he would receive in relation to his email, indicating that the CEO lacked awareness and understanding of the situation, despite the fact that he may not have been incorrect in his actions. He didn't get the memo that there's a new sheriff in town and this sheriff is in charge of the words, and the words no longer mean what they used to mean. And this is a shame, said Rowe. Rowe advocated for a revitalized emphasis on the value of hard work and the fulfillment that comes along with it. Work ethic used to be a virtue, he said. And by that, I mean it was a thing that was completely apolitical. Work ethic was the thing we all aspired to because we all knew in our guts that it could help us. Today, that turn of phrase has become, like so many other turns of phrase, a kind of triggering dog whistle of sorts, Rowe insisted. It means that if you come out in favor of work ethic, then you are de facto on the side of the greedy, rapacious capitalists who are merely trying to exploit the worker. I've seen it firsthand. You're not imagining it. Your viewers aren't imagining it. Work ethic, personal responsibility, delayed gratification, a decent attitude, those were things we all used to be able to agree were virtues. Those days are gone. Rowe concluded. What to say? One struggles to fault Mike Rowe's statements, but at the same time it is not easy to identify the causes of the change he points out. How did this shift in the meaning of words happen? How is it possible that what was previously perceived as virtuous is now so problematic and divisive? In our view, it would be superficial to limit the analysis to a clash of opposing ideas, as if a certain worldview had suddenly taken over. Rather, we find decisive an expression used by Rowe, delayed gratification, which perfectly explains why the era of unanimous appreciation for work ethics is over. For we live in the age of instant gratification, a concept, but perhaps we should say, a claim, that before education seems to come from the technological devices we are accustomed to using so many hours a day. One touch, one result, and instant gratification has become our standard, something we can no longer give up, something we demand far beyond the screens of our devices. In such a reality, a return to the work ethic as a shared value seems highly unlikely. Rather, we will have to live with a different perception of work as we eventually learn to look more critically at our devices. Regardless of how one views the issue of work, dependence on immediate gratification is changing us for the worse.